Hiya, good morning everyone. Okay, so I have to say thank you everyone that always come to watch my video. I know sometimes I talk off topic and I'm not an expert and I'm not like, I try to make it real, okay? So this morning, first of all, before I even start talking about what I want to talk about, I want to say that finally I've gotten a publisher for the book that everyone here helped me to write. So the book has finally gotten a publisher and is a Nigerian based publisher. So yeah, I'm so happy. So I gave my publisher the manuscript yesterday for them to look at, and hopefully they will come back to me telling me that that it is good and that they want to do it. So I'm just hoping that that they will like the book and that they will want to publish it, because it's a very good publisher. So I'm not in Nigeria, so I need someone that I can trust who can publish it and sell it for me over there and give me back my money. So thank you guys, everyone that's chipped in, everyone that told me what to write, everyone that gave me an idea on what to write for. I'm going to acknowledge everybody. So thank you so much for all the love and for all the support. Alright, so this morning I want to talk about something that has been happening for some time now. So you guys know I have only one son now, only one child, Dubem. So I've been trying to get him to sleep in his room, like move him out of my room to go to his room. I'm telling you, that is one of the quagmires or nightmare of parents, okay? Getting their children to finally sleep on their own. I don't know if, like us in the Western world, I don't know, me when I was growing up, I never used to sleep in my mom's room or my dad's room, or, we had our own room, and you don't have a choice, you have to go to your room and sleep. And, even when you have nightmares and, when you are afraid in the night, even if you cry, they will just open the door and say, how are you okay, and that kind of thing. Then they'll go back, they leave you there. So, I mean, I don't know if about you, but growing up back home, you are just made to, like, just sort it out by yourself, just be hard on your own. And in the night when you see all those creepy things on the wall, all those hands as if something was coming from the shadow, you get so scared and you just cover your duvet over the bed sheet or something over your head, and you just sleep it off. But over here it's a little bit different, because the way we kind of like take care of our children, love them, smother them with love or whatever we do over here. So we have this kind of like stages whereby parents have to gradually, for me, not all parents, let me say for me personally, because when I get back to my son, he was sleeping with me, like right from when he was in 1 year old. He used to sleep on my bed. So when he was little, he slept on my bed. So getting him to get off my bed and go to his own bed and sleep was a struggle for me. We couldn't get him, and my husband didn't like it, because even when he was 2 years old, he was still sleeping on my bed. He wouldn't let go of not sleeping on my bed, and he was really getting on my husband's neck, because he couldn't understand. He grew up with boys, and we know how boys are treated. You have to be a man and everything, but you can't treat a child born in the UK that way. I didn't want my child to have an emotional problem, or be sleeping and be having fear. So I wanted to do it gradually, okay? So what I had to do was, I had to, like, okay, since my husband was you're bothered about him being in our room, so I moved my son to his room, but he wouldn't let me leave him there for long. So what we used to do was get him into the room, I'll stay with him till he slept, then I will sneak into my room. But he would wake up in the night, he would start shouting, he would start crying, he would start screaming. That I always, once you wake me up that way, once he wakes me up that way, I will never go back to sleep, because he will want me to, I'll go back to his room and I'll stay with him, and he will not want to go to bed. So I found out that I wasn't sleeping, and then I was walking. You wake up, he woke you up around 3 times in the night, he's shouting, you will go to his room, and then he knows when you leave, like like when you've just left him and you're about to go to sleep, he will start shouting again, mommy, mommy, mommy. And I didn't know whether he was having a nightmare. I didn't know what was going on. And I felt as a mom, I don't need to have my son go through those, you know, emotional trauma or nightmare or whatever. So I made up my mind to just move into his room. Yeah, that was my decision. My husband didn't like it, but I tell you know what? I'm tired of being waking up 3 or 4 times in the night. I mean, even when I come to the room, he's gonna wake up, he's gonna start shouting. So he knows when I leave the room. So what is the need? Because I don't get to sleep, he's sleeping, I don't get to sleep because he's shouting and he's panicking, and I'm going back to his room. So that's how it has been for the past how many? He's 6 now. Well, yeah, he's 6. So every summer I keep begging him, because during winter I don't mind, because winter is okay. I don't want to burn the, you know, the boat's heating of the 2 room, because his room gets heat in 24 hours and my room doesn't. So I didn't mind because I was more cozy. But during summer I always talk to him about, mommy needs to go back to her room now, you're a big boy, you know, you've grown up now. You've grown up now. But for the past 6 years he refused my going back to my room. So this year was going to be his big 7, and I told him, you're going to be in year 3, you know, you're big boy now, you need to, you know, I thought it was going to be the normal, he's not going to agree. Anyway, I'm so happy, I'm so excited, because finally I didn't have to struggle. You know, sometimes as a parent, we get these, you know, when I read mommy sites, like, you know, all these mom sites and all these advice from parents, they'll tell you, get him off your room, he has to go to his room, he's a big boy now, you know, there's so many advice there, you kind of like wish, you know, think, are you a bad mom? Are you not doing the right thing, allowing him to on his own decide to move to his room? That was what I wanted. I wanted him to on his own decide that he needs to chuck mommy out, that he's a big boy now. So I wanted him to make that decision on his own. Yeah, so but he wasn't doing that. He wasn't doing that. So it was kind of like, you know, how am I going to get him? He's going to be 7. He's definitely going to be 7. How am I going to get him to let mommy go back to her room? So his birthday's going to be coming very soon. We had a conversation. I was like, that was early this year. I said, you know what, you're going to be 7, you're a big boy, you're in year 3, you're going to be in year 3. Mommy needs to leave your room. You need to be on your own, you know, have your room decorated, you know. Mommy, you know, was like, mommy, no, mommy, I'm so used to, see, I know you're so used to me, but there's, you know, I mean, you know, there is no monster anywhere. You know that, you know, everything is okay. You know, you have Jesus, you can pray to God. You know, we have that drill. The Holy Spirit is inside you and everything. You know, you can, you know, bind the devil, kill the devil, shout at the devil. He said, yes, mommy. But I knew inside him it was still going to be a struggle, and I wasn't going to fight him anyway. I made up my mind that when he's on his birthday day, if I make that decision and he refused, I'm just going to let it go again, because I want him to be the one to make the decision. Sometimes we make decisions for children when they are not ready. We push the child into becoming mentally, you know, not ready for something. We want to wind the children off breast at our own time instead of on their own time. We want them to, you know, start eating solid food when we want them, not when they are ready. We want them to start, you know, we want them to start talking, start walking, and we force them and we get them so stressed. So I didn't want that for my son. But oh my God, you don't know how happy I am. So I always have these if you see, there's a way I'm talking, I have hay fever. So every summer I have hay fever and I make this silly noise when I'm sleeping. So I'm always making this noise. Sorry about, I'm going to show you the noise like this. That's the noise I always make when I'm sleeping, because I'm having this throat problem and everything. So this summer, on the first day when it was so sunny, I was in his room, we were sleeping. So I started making that noise. He woke me up, like he literally slapped me, woke me up and said, mommy, you need to go to your room now. I was like, say, mommy, I can't bear that noise. Please, can you go to your room? Can you go to your room? Go back to your room. I was like, Are you serious? You really want mommy? Yes, mommy, I really want you to go. I can't, no, mommy, no. You are really, I said, that's not a snore. That is a hay fever. So, mommy, whatever it is, sorry. Whatever it is, I want you to go back to your room. So, as it is now, I just had to like, okay. So, for the past, I can't believe for the past 3 days, the babe has been sleeping in his room on his own, and he's so happy, like very, very happy. He's not scared. Thank you. He's not really bothered, and I'm like, oh my God, like there's no nightmare, nothing. He is so happy sleeping in his room on his own. And he wakes up in the morning, he knocks on our room, and he said, good morning, daddy, good morning, mommy, and then he goes to the parlor. Like, I'm like, so this guy can do this. And you know, even though he's on his own, I'm still a little bit worried. So I wake up in the middle just to check he's okay, and he's fine, sleeping soundly. And I'm like, why do we as parents worry sometimes? Why do we make up decisions when children are not ready? When you train up a child in the way they should go, when the child is himself and he knows himself, when he's ready to do something, he will do it. So why do I've had a lot of series of conversation with my husband where we talk about the baby needs to go and stay on his own. The baby needs to know, you need to come back. I'm like, we didn't need to do all that. When it was his time, at the appointed time, he made up his own decision. Now, am I saying that we should leave our children to make up all decisions? No. But there's some decisions that are not really necessary for us to fight over or argue over. At their own time, they will make it. So, what is my video all about? Sometimes parents, yeah, we need to let go. We need to stop worrying about things. When will my child do this? When will my child do this? When will my child learn how to do? Even if your child is weeing on the bed, even if the child is still weeing on the bed, learn how to talk to them and encourage them. And you as a parent, make sure that you take them to go to the toilet before they go to bed. You as a parent, wake up in the middle of the night to take them. You have to do your responsibility as a parent, okay? You have to learn how to manage your child, love your child, and show your child that when it is time, he must see that you trust him, that he knows that he can make that decision. And now we are happy, he's happy, everybody is happy. I'm gonna do his room and paint his room and get new things for his room, because he wants his room to be more macho. He used to have and what was that? He used to have what's that? Oh, well, no, Paw Patrol room. But now he wants something much more matured. So I'm going to change his room now. And because he's a big boy now. He has a girlfriend. He's 7. Oh my God. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being with me this morning on my way to work, as I talk to you about making sure that you allow your child to make their own decision, okay? When it's time, don't push them. Allow them to make their own decision when it's time. Especially if you live in the Western world. I know if it's Nigeria, they don't care. They will beat that child there and send him off to his room. But is it necessary? Do you really need your child to pass through fear, daydreaming and night dream, nightmares and everything, when you could love them and shelter them and shield them and show them that you are there for them, and allow them when they are ready to make that decision? All right. I keep telling myself, we grew up not having this kind of relationship with our parents, okay? Everything was like, you have to do this, you must go to your room, even when you are screaming in the night. Like, sometimes you wake up and you feel as if the whole doors are shaking, like all the monsters in the room, they are all shadow, and when you shout, they will just come and shout at you. And but we should be better parents. We should be better. We should know how to love our children better. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I'll talk to you guys this evening. I'm going to be cooking fried rice my own way. So if you want to join me when I'm cooking fried rice, make sure that you are with me around should be 5 o'clock. Yeah. And tomorrow we are doing giveaway, a lot of giveaway in our YouTube Facebook group. So if you want to get the giveaway, the airtime, you need to be joining us throughout tomorrow. Tomorrow is Members Day and Appreciation Day. All right, thank you so much. God bless you. Bye-bye.